Hello everyone and welcome once again to Souris Valley Sabre Dogs Baseball here on 1390 KRRZ. I'm Jared Sleppy, the play-by-play commentator for this evening, and tonight the Sabre Dogs are back at it again here from Brandon, Manitoba as they take on the Wheat City Whiskey Jacks. Sabre Dogs got their first win of the 2019 regular Expedition League season as they are now 1-2, and as for the Whiskey Jacks, their first game of the season, they are now 1-1. Whiskey Jacks have played only one team, and that is this Sabre Dogs team. And as for Dogs on the mound is Matt Houlihan, who was scheduled to pitch on Saturday last weekend. And that was if Friday they would have gotten first game underway, but it was postponed to June 17th. And as for the Wheat City Whiskey Jacks, on the mound is We'll go ahead and announce tonight's starting lineups. First for the Wheat City Whiskey Jacks, got a few changes from last on the top of the order. Things pretty similar, starting with the leadoff man, Cody Kale. Playing second base, wearing number 2. Batting second is number 20, Jackson Picorni. Batting third, number 6, the right fielder, Miles Harris. Batting cleanup, number 30, the first baseman, Keegan Schultz. Batting fifth is number 21, the designated Allen. Batting sixth, number 16, the shortstop, is Robbie Merced. Batting seventh is number 13, the third baseman, Jaden Kay. And wearing number 19 in left field is Nick Pierce, batting seventh. Hitting his first start of the season in his first game of the season, number 28, the first baseman, Sam Powers. And batting 80, the second baseman, wearing number 7. And batting ninth, once again, is Wilson Ruby on the center fielder, wearing number 4 for the Sabre Dogs. So no Hunter Holland starting. He gets the day off. And it will be Sam Powers getting his first start of this 2019 season. Haven't seen him yet all year. As for some of his stats, college, this past season, Powers played in 12 games in which he went 12 for 55. That's a .218 batting average with 12 runs, double, a home run, and 6 RBI. And as for our starting pitcher, he did not pitch for his college but he will get his first start here this evening. We'll see how he does. Should be a very interesting matchup for this Sabre Dogs team with this Whiskey Jacks team already for a third straight time. Well, third straight for the Whiskey Jacks and third time in 4 games for the... And as for these two teams, they will meet, mentioned this a couple games ago, they will meet 11 times in the first 5 weeks of this regular season. So these two teams will get to know each other very well as Wheat City's first league here in the Expedition League, rather. After the break, we'll break down what to expect from tonight's matchups. You're listening to Sabre Dogs Baseball on 1390 KRRZ. Know what's below. Call before you dig. Call 811 or use ITIC to file your locate requests. North Dakota One Call makes sure you're able to navigate the One Call process as easy as possible. Whether you're a professional contractor working on a project or a novice homeowner just installing a fence, contact us every time you dig. No underground lines are damaged. It's easy, and it's the law. Dig safe. Planet Pizza has become Minot's premier party location. Whether it's a birthday, team, family, school, or church get-together, they have everything to make a world. From arcade games to bouncy houses, they provide fun for all ages. Planet Pizza has been Minot's best pizza place for over 20 years. For you, their pizza is fresh and delicious every time. To book a party or to order, call 701-852-1700. The Sleep in Minot is the #1 favorite place to stay when visiting. The Wi-Fi is always free and the breakfast is always hot and delicious. It's also the hotel for the kids when they want to hang out at the Dakota Splashdown Water Park. For the grown-ups, the hotel is attached to the Dakota Square Mall so you can shop till you drop. Then be sure and stop in at the best-kept secret lounge for a drink. The Sleep in Minot is a proud sponsor of the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, the largest sleep-in where everyone dreams better. Inside of your mouth ache? Not brushing as often as you should? Then come on over to Kemet Dental. Kemet Dental prides on their team of highly educated dental professionals and advanced technology. Whether it's advanced dental procedures such as crowns and sleep apnea, there's no problem they can't fix. Visit their state-of-the-art facility or visit chemidental.com to learn more. Chemet Dental, we treat more than teeth, we treat people. Don't let bad weather surprise you with KMOT. KMOT is Minot's local NBC affiliate that keeps you in the know for all things weather-related. KMOT also know everything important happening in the Minot community. Want to see the latest Twins highlights? Check out KMOT's professional sports coverage as well as their local apps. KMOT, your news leader. Well, head coach Corey Thompson kind of changing things up here this evening with a couple of roster changes, including putting Sam Powers in the roster for the first time, as well as kind of switching up the order just a little bit and putting Chauncey Callier at the designated hitter position and sitting Hunter Holland, getting him some rest this evening. Asked him a bit about how he feels about the hitting so far, and obviously he was displeased with the way the season started, but was definitely the team played yesterday. Talking about how this team has had a tough time putting all the pieces together at once. It seems like if there's two or one thing that is going right, and there'll be a couple that are going wrong in terms of, at least for yesterday, it was the bullpen that struggled a little bit to seal the game. A 8-0 lead after the first inning and a 9-1 lead after 2 innings of play. So if this team can just put everything together, then this team will be very hard to beat if they can get that going on a regular basis. They're just hoping for more regularity with their pitching, because the hitting come eventually. And it's something that you just have to wait on and let these guys do their thing and keep getting opportunities at the plate, and eventually to come in a very steady flow. And as for Austin Reno, the third baseman, asked him about how he feels he's doing this season. He only has 2 hits so far. Last night he said, well, hopefully when it rains it pours, basically talking about how he started well yesterday and trying to continue that trend into the further games this season. So we'll go ahead and get set for the 7:05 first pitch with Matt Houlihan for the Sabre Dogs and Chris Benefield on the bump for the Whiskey Jacks, and talking about the opposing pitcher has not started at all yet this season. And as for players that are kind of struggling for the Whiskey Jacks, Dawson Forcella sits tonight. He is 1 for 8 on the season, 5. However, Tom Vulo back in the lineup. He was 0 for 4 in the first game between these two teams on Saturday with a run and 2 strikes. Also, Miles Harris struggled yesterday. He had 2 at-bats and was unable to get a hit and had 2 walks. The turn is now coming up very soon in just about 5 minutes or so. So we'll go and take another break. We'll be back with Sabre Dogs 290 KRRZ. El Azteca is authentic Mexican fast food on the go. Their ingredients are always fresh, so you can be sure you'll get the best tacos, burritos, tamales, and more. Azteca is located at 2035 North Broadway in Minot. Stop in or order online to save time. If you want exclusive coupons and special more on your next visit, text El Azteca as one word to 21777. El Azteca, the most authentic Mexican food in Minot.
Baseball is America's game. It brings people together, and there's nothing better for community than people coming together. Thank you, Sabre, for providing entertainment, a family-friendly environment, and good sportsmanship to our town. These simple moments, sharing time with loved ones, create everlasting memories. And be in the cheering section, rooting for the home team. First Western Bank and Trust, we're not just here for you, we are you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
iHeartRadio.
We
are Northwest North Dakota's #1 country radio station, 97 Kicks FM, playing a wise new country to those country favorites reaching back to the 90s. With the award-winning Bobby Bones Show, and a big signal puts your business where it needs to be. We are 1,000 smart devices across the country with our iHeartRadio app. From radio to streaming, web, and social media, we've got you covered. Our Kicks listeners are current and retired farmers and ranchers, working moms, business owners. We are 97 Kicks FM.
Trinity Health is a nonprofit serving northwest and central North Dakota and eastern Montana. With a care hospital in Minot, more than 40 specialties, several rural health clinics, and a long-term facility, Trinity provides a full complement of healthcare services to the region. Since 1922, they have been committed to looking ahead and improving in ways that provide the best, most compassionate patients, families, and communities. Trinity Health, where their mission is, being committed to preserving and improving the quality of health to the people they serve. We are back and about to get underway from Andrews Field. As once again for the Sabre Dogs, it's Cruz Taylor, Mason Dennison, Chauncey Callier, Justin Henley, and Reno, Nick Pierce, Sam Powers, and Tyler Courtney, as well as Wilson Rubion. In the field for the Whiskey Jacks, the third baseman is Kay, first baseman Schultz, baseman is Kale, shortstop is Merced, left fielder is Vulo, center fielder Pokorny, right fielder Harris, catcher Trahan, and pitcher is... We are just about underway here from the top of the first for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs as they're coming to the plate. As Cruz had himself a nice day the other night, as that put him all the way up to 4 for 11 on the season, 3 batting average with 2 doubles, a home run, 5 RBI rather. So things are good for Cruz this season so far. Try to keep it up here this evening. If they can, things will be pretty easy for the pitching staff, hopefully, unlike last night where they struggled to hold off the lead. And the last night, after the game, mentioned that it's possible that a change of scenery is exactly what the Sabre Dogs team needed. as he only had 6 hits in the first 2 games. And they were able to get a total of 11 last night with 12 runs. So here is Taylor stepping to the plate. Here's the windup and the pitch from Benefield. That one is outside for ball 1, and we are underway at Andrews Field here in Brandon, Manitoba. Kind of a here this evening, as 1-0 pitch is ripped foul. It is currently 84 the official game temperature and 7:08 time start. Here's the windup and the pitch for Taylor. Lets that one go for ball. And talking about Cruz's day yesterday, it was a wild first inning, mentioned 8 runs, in which he had a single just to lead things off, and then he got a grand slam. Here's the 2-1. That one is fouled down the third base line. And you want to know what's even crazier is that despite them getting 8 runs, they only had 2 hits that entire inning, and both of them were by Cruz Taylor. Just an OR start to the game. A lot of errors, hit by pitches, walks, so on and so forth. As Colin Marley's day was ended short after this. Here's the 2-2 to Taylor. This one is fair. Playing it as K at third base. Throw over to first is in time for out number 1. So now Mason Dennison comes to the plate for the Sabre Dogs. Dennison went 1 for 4 yesterday with a single. Make that a double in the 6th inning. Also was hit by a pitch, a stolen base. First pitch to him. He went around, strike 1. Mason currently 1 for 11 on the season. Would like to keep up with the team in terms of hitting. Oh, 0-1. This is a fair ball. It hits and it kicks off to the left, so that'll be possibly a base hit. I think that's what they're going to rule it here. It was a check swing. I wouldn't say a swinging bunt, but it was just a check swing that hit the first base line, the first base bag, and kicked to the left really slowly. The Whiskey Jacks were hoping for it to curve foul, and it never did. So that'll be a base hit to get things underway for the Sabre Dogs offense as John to the plate. Mason gets his lead at first. Secondary lead now steps back. He goes. Pitch is low, flies in there safely. And stolen base for Mason. First pitch. This one's fair. I'll be at Merced the short. Can he get him in time? Yes, he can for out number 3. The Wi-Fi is always free and the breakfast is always hot and delicious. It's also the most convenient hotel for the kids when they want to hang out at the Stone Water Park. For the grown-ups, the hotel is attached to the Dakota Square Mall so you can shop till you drop. Then in the evening, be sure and stop in at the Best Lounge for a drink. The Sleep in Minot is a proud sponsor of the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, the largest sleep in North America, where everyone dreams better. You had a long day? An alcoholic beverage sound good right about now? Souris River Brewing Company has you covered. They use the most locally sourced and freshest ingredients available, quality beers and food. Souris River Brewing Company sources food and grains from their neighbors to maintain our local economy and to serve you. Be sure to stop by Souris River Brewing Company, a true North Dakota experience. Forward Communication provides you an opportunity to get your message heard on radio stations all across the region. They have several syndicated radio reports you can partner on, including Ag Issues, which gives an agronomy perspective to regional agriculture, Outdoor Issues, which discusses North Dakota hunting and fishing, and training camp today, which gives listeners an inside look at Minnesota Vikings training camp. Call Forward Communication at 720-0007. That's 720-0007. Matt Houlihan now on the bump for the Sabre Dogs. He has pitched once this season, in which he had an inning of scoreless, walkless. He had just one inning of work with a strikeout. And here he comes for his first start of the season, as he pitched on Sunday. He is ready for this Whiskey Jacks lineup, which will lead off Kale, Jackson Picorni batting second, Miles Harris is third, Keegan Schultz, Lucas Allen, Robbie Merced, Jaden Kay, Austin Trahan, and Tom Vu. As for the infield for the Sabre Dogs, third base is Reno, first base is Powers, shortstop is Dennison, second base is Courtney. Behind the plate is Henley, on the bump is Houlihan with Pearson left field, Rubion in center, and Taylor in right. So we are ready for the bottom of the first here for the Whiskey Jacks. It's the first time this season that Sabre Dogs game has not had a run in the top of the first. First pitch from Houlihan is low for ball one. The 1-0. That one also low for ball two. The 2-0. That one misses high. And Cody Kale, 7 on the season. 3 runs. 286 batting average. Here's the 3-0. And he'll let this one go past him for ball 4. So Jackson Picorni now comes to the plate. Started off solid against the Sabre Dogs on Saturday. Started 2. Since then has had 6 at-bats without a hit. Batting average is now down to 250. He gets by Justin Henley through his legs. That'll be a pass ball. And he takes a big turnaround second, and he will stay there. So Sabre Dogs, they get the lead man on, and they take second base. Here's the 1-0 for Houlihan. This one hit in the air. That will stay in play. Coming over and making the play is Nick Pearson left field for out number 1. So now batting is Miles Harris, the right fielder. Went 0 for 2 yesterday. Houlihan trying to keep him hitless here and keep the board here in the bottom of the first. Here's Houlihan from the stretch. Here's the pitch. This one is hit foul over my head here in the press box. Here's the 0-1 for Matt Houlihan. And now Houlihan rubber readjusts, and he's ready for the 0-1 pitch. Here's the toss. That one's up high for ball 1. Coming off his freshman season at Montana Billings State University. Getting his first reps of 2019 here in the Expedition League. 1-1, hit in the air towards right field. Taylor backing up at the track, at the wall, jumping, and it is out of here. 2-run Hulse Harris. And the Whiskey Jacks are on the board first. So definitely not the start that Houlihan wanted here this afternoon. The crowd here a lot smaller than it was here yesterday. But things going a lot better than yesterday for. So now Keegan Schultz comes to the plate for Wheat City. Second best batting average on the team. First pitch is in there for a strike and has the best batting average for guys who have played and started in both games. He's 3 for 8. 375 batting average so far. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Wind up and the pitch. Strike 3, got him looking. Out number 2 for the Sabre Dogs. Allen now comes to the plate. Designated hitter. Started as the catcher yesterday. First pitch is a swing and a miss for strike 1. Houlihan trying to gather himself here. Here's the 0-1. That one is low and away for ball 1. Sabre Dogs have Reno, Pierce, and Powers coming up in the top of the second. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Excuse me, that was the 1-1 there, so it's now 1-2. The windup and the pitch. One's low for ball 2 in the dirt. Here's the 1-2. This one is ripped up the middle for a base hit. And Lucas Allen is aboard with 2 away. Now it's Robbie Merced's turn for Jacks. Merced had a triple yesterday in the 3rd inning. Whiskey Jacks trying to continue the pour on here in the bottom of the 1st. And Houlihan steps off. Sabre Dogs trail early 2-0. In the stretch, Houlihan looks over to first and lets it go. This way for ball 1. The pitch, check swing, and he went around for the strike. Here's the 1-1 from Houlihan from the stretch. He's over to first, and he's going to throw back. Just a soft throw over to Sam Power. He hit in the top of the 2nd coming up next. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. This would be a big timeout here for Houlihan. Here's the pitch. That one in there, strike 3. So he gets 2 Ks, allows 2 runs, and we'll go to the top of the... Once again, coming up is Reno, Pierce, and Powers. After the break, you're listening to Sabre Dogs Baseball on 1390 KRRZ. El Azteca is authentic Mexican fast food on it. Their ingredients are always fresh, so you can be sure you'll get the best tacos, burritos, tamales, and more. El Azteca is located at 2035 North Broad. Stop in or order online to save time. If you want exclusive coupons and special offers to save more on your next visit, text El Azteca as one word to 21777. El Azteca, the most authentic Mexican food in Minot.
Radio.
910 AM KCJB is Minot's heritage AM full-service information station, supported by the classic country. KCJB listeners are ranchers and farmers and business owners. From egg reports and markets to compelling information, we are 910 AM KCJB, home of the Minnesota Twins, Minot State, and Minot High Sports. We are 910 AM KCJB, Minot's news and station.
You had a long day? An alcoholic beverage sound good right about now? Souris River Brewing Company has you covered. They use the most low precious ingredients available to create quality beers and food. Souris River Brewing Company sources food and grains from their neighbors to maintain our local economy and to serve you. Be sure to stop by Souris River Brewing Company, a true North Dakota experience. Austin Reno now coming to the plate for the Sabre Dogs. He got his second hit of the season last night, in which he came sprinting in, sliding into second base. And prior to this, but had 3 steals on Sunday against the Hub City Hotshots. He'll look to continue things here, as he is now 2 for 11 on the season at the plate. He stands in, playing third base this evening once again. Here's the Benefield. This one is fouled out of play behind the first base side. Sabre Dogs trail early 2-0 as the Whiskey Jacks got 2 runs in the bottom of the first. Home run from Miles Harris. The 0-1 is low in the dirt for ball 1. Reno awaits the 1-1. This one fouled off the mask of the umpire. And he will try to shake that one off. As the catcher for the Winston Trahan goes to the mound for a quick little mound visit here to give the home plate umpire some extra time. Definitely rattled his cage there a bit. So Reno now with a 1-2 count here in the top of the second. Here's the windup and the pitch. Breaking ball misses high for ball 2. Here's the 2-2 to Reno. This one is foul. Just dribbles a few feet down the third base line. Rubber match tomorrow night, once again at 7:05 right here at Andrews Field. See who comes away with this series. It could be determined here tonight if the Sabre Dogs win. Here's the 2-2. Foul tip, swing and a miss, strike 3. So now Nick Pierce comes to bat. He started 2 games, played in 3. He's 2 for 7 on the season. Third best batting average on the team thus far. Batting .286. Last night he had a single, a triple, a walk, and a stolen base, and an RBI. First pitch misses low. Here's 1-0 to Pierce. This one is hit down just missed it foul. And Coach Thompson thought that was a fair ball, jumping up and down in disbelief at the call there. So here is the 1-1 upcoming for Nick Pierce. Benefield from the windup. Lets it go. That one misses high for ball 2. The 2-1 misses as well for now a 3-1 count. Here's the 3-1 to Nick Pierce. Talked with Pierce after the game about his performance. He said he was happy with the way he played, the way he hit, and told him that he got an RBI for the walk that he had in the first inning, and he was surprised about that ruling. He said, "Did you really get an RBI for the walk?" And I said, "Yep, that's according to the rules. You get, if you have bases loaded and you walk, you get an RBI." And he said, "Sure, yeah, sweet, I'll take it." So Pierce gets on first once again. First pitch to Sam Powers is in there for a strike. Sam Powers playing first base this evening for the Sabre Dogs. The 1-0 hits him back, and he'll get a free base. Taking one for the team there. Tyler Courtney now comes to the plate. And Courtney's still trying to find his stride this season. He had an RBI sac fly yesterday, but other than that, still trying to get things going this season. He's 0 for 8. First pitch to him. Low and outside. Here's a throwback. And gunning for third, and he's going to be in there. That's going to be a stolen base, as he was caught in a pickle. And not a good job by Trahan gunning it down quickly, as Nick Pierce gets to third. At first. Here's the 1-0 to Courtney. That one misses for ball 2. A lot of pitches missed low here to start for Benefield, and he kicks the dirt in disgust. And Trahan recognizes he needs some talking to, and he trots out to the mound to give him some words of encouragement. Wilson Rubion on deck. And Cruz Taylor in the hole already. So here's the 2-0 to Tyler, looking for his first hit of the season. The pitch. That one's in there for a strike. Here's the 2-1, and now Benefield steps off and looks at first. Check on Powers. The 2-1 misses low for ball 3. Powers, like Houlihan, Montana State Billings University. 3-1 in there for a strike. Count is now full here for Tyler Courtney. The pitch, runner goes. This one's fouled off. We'll do that one again. Big time at bat here for Tyler. This one misses high, ball 4. Bases are loaded for Wilson Rubion. So no hit for Tyler Courtney, but he gets on base regardless. Wilson batting 3 for 10. 2 runs, 2 doubles, and RBI for the season. First pitch in there for a strike as the bases are loaded with 1 out here in the top of the second. Sabre Dogs still trail 2-0. Here's Benefield from the stretch, the pitch. That one in there for a strike as well. Here's the 0-2 to Rubion. That one in there for strike 3 on the upper outside corner. Big time pitch there for Chris Benefield. So now Cruz Taylor comes to the plate for the second time today. Grounded out to third base, his first time up. Bases loaded now with 2 away. First pitch to Cruz. This one's hit down the first base line. And right at the first baseman, Keegan Schultz. He'll touch the bag, and the Whiskey Jacks escape with an unassisted out by Keegan Schultz. We'll move to the top, make that the bottom of the second for the Whiskey Jacks coming back to the plate. You're listening to Sabre Dogs Baseball on 1390 KRRZ. Inside of your mouth ache? Not brushing should? Then come on over to Kemet Dental. Kemet Dental prides on their team of highly educated dental professionals and advanced technology. Whether it's procedures such as implants, same-day crowns, and sleep apnea, there's no problem they can't fix. Visit their state-of-the-art facility or visit kemetdental.com to learn more. Kemet Dental. We treat more than teeth, we treat people. Know what's below. Call before you dig. Whether you call 811 or use ITIC to file your locate requests, North Dakota One Call makes sure you're able to navigate the One Call process as easy as possible. Whether you're a professional contractor working on a project or a novice homeowner just installing a fence, contact us every time you dig to ensure no underground lines are damaged. It's easy, and it's the dig safe. The Sleep in Minot is the #1 favorite place to stay when visiting. The Wi-Fi is always free and the breakfast is always delicious. It's also the most convenient hotel for the kids when they want to hang out at the Dakota Splashdown Water Park. For the grown-ups, the hotel is attached to the Dakota Square Shop till you drop. Then in the evening, be sure and stop in at the best-kept secret lounge for a drink. The Sleep in Minot is a proud sponsor of the Souris Valley, the largest sleep in North America, where everyone dreams better. Sabre Dogs unable to convert on a bases-loaded 1-out situation in the top of the second. Now it's the Whiskey Jacks' turn to try to add to their lead here in the bottom of the second, as Jaden Kay, the third baseman, steps to the plate for Wheat City, as they have a 2-0 lead. Here's the pitch from Houlihan. That one's in there for a strike. Pitch to Kay's, hit up the middle, and it'll be fielded by Dennison. Throw over to first is in time for out number 1. So Austin Trahan now comes to the plate, batting 8th, the catcher. Trahan came to the plate once and grounded out. First pitch to him, in there for a strike. Gotta believe that Houlihan gained some confidence after striking out 2 batters in the bottom of the first after giving up 2 runs as the 0-1 misses low for ball 1. Here's the 1-1. That one's in the dirt in front of home plate for ball 2. Here's the 2-1. This one just a little tapper right back to the mound. Houlihan fires over to first for out number 2. And one thing that I wonder for some of these pitchers that I should ask them later on, and this is kind of personal preference, so it's kind of an open-ended question. Something that that really has me curious is whether they like swinging strikeouts or strikeouts looking more. Because myself, I played pitcher in high school. Seeing someone think that they can hit my pitch and failing miserably feels a lot better. And it's the first pitch to Tom Fulu missed a little bit high. And some pitchers, however, will say the opposite. They'll say nothing is better than seeing a batter look at a pitch go right by him and see them dumbfounded by the ball breaking in the strike zone as the 0-1 is outside for ball 2. Something I might ask some of the players moving forward. Very curious. The 2-0, swing and a miss, strike 1. I mean, when it comes down to it, I mean, a strikeout is a strikeout. Here's the 2-1. Change up in there for a strike. Houlihan trying to go 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the second. The pitch. This one's ripped, base hit. So now Cody Cale comes back to the plate. Led off with a walk. Advanced to second on a pass ball and scored with the Miles Harris home run. Houlihan from the stretch now looks over. Here's the pitch. That one in there for a strike on the outside corner. Houlihan looking for that scoreless inning from the mound. Throw back over to first. And Powers had to jump just a little bit for that one. Here now is the 1-1 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. That one is low for ball 2. Coming up for the Sabre Dogs in the top of the third, Mason Dennison, Chauncey Collier, and Justin Henley. The pitch, outside ball 3. No, is in there for a strike. Had a pitch kind of in that same location and called a ball earlier. As a result, Cale not liking the call. Looks funnily down at the ground. Here's the 2-2. This one's popped in the air. That one will stay in the infield. Coming in to make the play is Tyler Courtney for So no runs for the Whiskey Jacks. It is a 2-0 deficit that the Sabre Dogs have to try to overcome here, starting with the top of the third. Right back after this.
105 is Monarch's only rock station, playing the active rock of today, reaching your male audience 18 to 52, and getting your message to their ears.
I'm listening.
105.3 The Fox can be heard on over 2,000 smart devices across the country. And with our iHeartRadio app, from radio to stream, web, and social media, your base is covered. If you're needing to reach a male audience, we are your radio station.
105.3 The Fox.
Trinity Health is a nonprofit healthcare system serving northwest and central North Dakota and eastern Montana. With in Minot, more than 40 specialties, several rural health clinics, and a long-term facility, Trinity provides a full complement of healthcare services to the region. Since they have been committed to looking ahead and improving in ways that provide the best, most compassionate care for their patients, families, and communities. Trinity Health, where their mission is to preserving and improving the quality of health to the people they serve. Planet Pizza has become Minot's premier party location. They, team, family, school, or church get-together, they have everything to make your event out of this world. From arcade games to bouncy houses, they provide fun. Planet Pizza has been Minot's best pizza place for over 20 years. Don't let the fun fool you. Their pizza is fresh and delicious every time. Order, call 701-852-1700. We are back as Benefield back on the mound as Mason Dennison comes to the plate for the Sabre Dogs. Trying to get the offense going here. Continue what they did last night, which was 11 hits, 12 runs in their 12-8 victory last night. First pitch to Mason is in there for a strike. Mason didn't like that call as he out of the batter's box. He's not supposed to do that. Gets a sign from head coach Corey Thompson, who's also the third base coach this evening. I think we're back here. We apologize for the technical difficulties that have been going on through the broadcast here. We're doing all we can. The Wi-Fi has not been coordinating with us very well at all. For those of you who are just rejoining us, the Whiskey Jacks have just taken the lead. It's now 3-2. And Lucas Allen is at the plate for the Whiskey Jacks. It was a McCorney who got on base with a strikeout, ran to first. And Miles Harris got hit by a pitch, stole second. McCorney stole third. And a swing and a miss here from Lucas Allen to make the count 3-2 with 2 outs. And Keegan Schultz struck out. And then Miles Harris was caught in a pickle to give them their second out of the inning. Again, we really apologize for all the technical difficulties going on for this game. As the 3-2 pitch is in there, strike 3 for Matt Houlihan, so we will move on to the bottom, make that the top of the 4th inning. We'll go and keep it right here just to kind of get you caught up on everything that's been happening. So last time that Justin Henley came up to the plate, it was a ground out, or excuse me, rather a fly out to the third baseman. Austin Reno came up to the plate and grounded out to was thrown out, caught stealing after an RBI single, which ended the inning. And then the Whiskey Jacks came up and started going to work immediately as Picorni, as mentioned, got on via a strikeout and a botched play by the catcher, Justin Henley. Was unable to get the throw down to first base in time, in which he ended up stealing third base. And Miles Harris got on because of a hit by pitch. He stole second and caught in a pickle. And then Keegan Schultz struck out, and then Lucas Allen struck out. Matt Houlihan still dealing for the Sabre Dogs. He has went a total of 3 innings with 3 runs given up and 4 hits allowed. As for the Whiskey Jacks, it is still Chris Benefield dealing. And as for the Sabre Dogs coming up, looks to be Tyler Courtney being out there. He's warming up on deck. Might have missed an at-bat. I was trying to get the Wi-Fi situation all sorted out as Sam Powers is out there warming up as well. So I believe Sam Powers is actually on deck, or is due up, rather. It'll be Sam Powers, Tyler Courtney, and Wilson Rubion here in the top of the 4th. Here's the 0-0. This one is fouled off for strike 1. Failed to mention that Picorni scored when Miles Harris was caught in the pickle. That was how they got their 3rd run. Here's the 0-1 to Sam Powers. This one up high for ball 1. Powers was hit by pitch in his first ever at-bat with the Sabre Dogs. I guess it goes down as pitches in the dirt, ball 2. Appreciate all your patience. For those who are listening, rather, not watching, listening to the stream. Here's the 2-2. This one is hit. This will be in foul territory, rather, as Harris charging from right field to try and get the catch, unable to do so. First ever season for the Whiskey Jacks, trying to figure out things here at the ballpark, including getting the Wi-Fi connected correctly. We didn't really have any problems last night, but for some reason started acting up today. But regardless, we move on. Hopefully the Wi-Fi is not a problem for the rest of the game. Here's the 2-2. This was fouled back. I'm kind of looking at my software here. It looks like Wi-Fi is good to go for the rest of the game, as I saw a lot of red and yellow, which means the connection's not very strong, but now we got full green, so it should be good. Knock on wood. Got a little bit of wood right in front of me. I'll go ahead and do that. Here's the 2-2. This one in the dirt, ball 3. Full count now for Sam Powers, the starting first baseman for the Sabre Dogs, here in the top of the 4th. Here's the pitch. This is grounded right at the second baseman, Kale. They're over to first in time for out number 1. So now Courtney comes to bat. Got on via walk in the 2nd inning. Sabre Dogs a swing at the bat away from tying this game back up, as it is currently 3-2 in favor of Wheat City. First pitch to Courtney. That one in there for a strike. The windup and the pitch. Off-speed pitch, misses up high, ball 1. Here's the 1-1. Fastball in the dirt, gets away from the catcher, Trahan. That'll make it ball 2. So tomorrow will be the rubber match between these two teams. To be determined yet who the starter is for the Sabre Dogs. Same time, same place right here at Andrews Field at 7:05. 2-1 pitch, grounded right to Merced. Throw over to first in time for out number 2. So now Rubion comes to the plate for the second time today. He struck out his first appearance. Rubion now 3 for 11 this season at the plate. .273 batting average. Here's the pitch from Benefield. Off-speed pitch outside. The 1-0. This one's fouled off down the third baseline, foul. So we don't have anybody warming up in the bullpens just yet, as compared to last night when the Whiskey Jacks starter, Colin Marley, only went 2/3 innings. And Sage Dean for the Sabre Dogs only went 3 1/3. This one hit right at the third baseman, K. Throw down to first. In time, got him by a step, out number 3. So a 1-2-3 inning for Chris Benefield. We'll move down to the bottom of the 4th coming up after the break. You're listening to Sabre Dogs Baseball on 1390 KRRZ. Don't let bad weather surprise you. Stay informed with KMOT. KMOT is Minot's local NBC affiliate that keeps you in the know for all things weather-related. KMOT also makes sure that you know everything important happening in the Minot community. Want to see the latest Twins highlights? Check out KMOT's professional sports coverage, as well as their local and collegiate sports. KMOT, your news leader.
America's Game, EIC, Equal Housing Lender.
On to the bottom of the 4th here. First pine, ball 1 to Robbie Merced, the shortstop for the Whiskey Jacks, as Matt Houlihan stays on the mound for the Sabre Dogs. Wind up in the pitch from the 1-0. This one in the dirt, ball 2. And the 3-0 now, after missing the 2-0 pitch low. .30 misses, ball 4. 4-pitch walk to the shortstop. So the Whiskey Jacks are in business here in the bottom of the 4th of the man on, as now pitching coach Justin Mulvaney going to check on Houlihan here. No action in the bullpen as of yet, so it's pretty safe to assume that's just a little bit of a pep talk to make sure everything's okay. Houlihan mentioned that he had one game that he has played in so far, and that was 1 inning of work with 1 strikeout, no walks, and no hits, and no earned runs. So a 0 whip and a 0 ERA coming into this game. 3 earned runs here in 3 innings of work. Here's the first pitch to Jaden Kay after a walk. This one misses outside for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. This one's fouled back into the backstop. Strike 1 for Houlihan. Houlihan with 4 strikeouts so far. Just 2 walks. And 3 hits allowed. Make that 5 strikeouts actually with the one that allowed Picorni to go to first. This one's fouled back for strike 2. Here's the 1-2 for Houlihan. From the stretch. Glances over at Merced, and he'll throw back there. Merced has just 1 stolen base. There isn't any players on this Whiskey Jack roster that has more than 1 stolen base this season. The 1-2, and actually he will throw back once again. This one close, but still not quite in time to get out Merced. Here's a 1-2. This one in the dirt. Gets away from Henley. Had to throw out the speedy Merced at second. Not quite sure what the official scorebook will put, but I put that one as a stolen base. Here's the 2-2, and now he steps off and looks back at Merced. Nobody really holding him on. Courtney is just roaming over there, not really standing on the base and awaiting a throw. Don't really do that on second base anyway. Here's the 2-2. Up and away for ball 3. Three and 2 with nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th. This one is ripped into left center field, base hit. And here's the throw, and no throw to the plate. It'll score a run. So an RBI single by Jaden Kay, as Rubion didn't really make an attempt to throw out Merced. So it's now 4-2 in favor of Wheat City. So now Austin Trahan comes to the plate. Correction, that is Tom Vulo now at the plate. So here's the 1-0. The pitch, runner goes, and Trahan is out at second base. Took a long time for the official to make the call. It was close. So he's out at second, and there's one out. Here's the 1-1. This one's in the dirt. Here's the 2-1. That one misses low for ball 3. This one's hit in the air to right field. Coming in is Taylor to make the play, and it will not get it and drop in for a fair ball. So Vulo is aboard. Cody Kale now comes to the plate for the third time today. Had a walk in the first and flew out to the second baseman Tyler Courtney in the second inning. First pitch. This one is ripped foul down the first base line. Just barely missed it. Here's the 0-1 to Kale. The pitch. Breaking ball, hit in the air. And that one in foul territory. That one is out of play for strike two. All right, here's the 0-2. Big pitch here for Houlihan. This one in the dirt for ball one. No action in either bullpen, if you were wondering. 4-2 lead here for Wheat City in the bottom of the fourth. The pitch. Change up. Fouled back. It'll stay 1-2. So here's the 1-2 from Houlihan. Now he's going to throw back to first. Check up on Vulo. Make sure he doesn't get a stolen base here. One away in the bottom of the fourth. Sabre Dogs trail 4-2 here at Andrews Field. Here's the pitch. Hit in the air. Taylor not going to have to move much. He'll make the play in right field for out number two. So now Picorni comes back to the plate. He got on base after striking out. Stole third base and scored a run and flew out in the first inning.
Jeez, baby.
So actually we have a pinch hitter here. Number 22, Jace Bailey. First pitch in the dirt. Runner on first here for Houlihan. Trying to get out of this bottom of the fourth. Here's the pitch to Bailey. That one's low for a ball. Top of the order coming up for the Sabre Dogs. Cruz Taylor, Mason Dennison, and Chauncey Callier. Here's the 2-0. That one's in there for a strike. Here's the 2-1 from Houlihan. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Love to end the inning here. See if the Sabre Dogs can come back here. Runner goes. He steps off. Throw over to second, and that will be Not in time as the throw was wide. Throw would have beaten him by a mile if it was in the right spot. So a stolen base for Tom Vulo. Now runner in scoring position for Jace Bailey, the pinch hitter. Here's the 2-2. That one just misses on the outside corner for ball 3. Houlihan trying to get out of the jam here. He's allowed 1 run already here in the bottom of the 4th. Here's the pitch. This one's ripped right at Dennison. Gets to his feet, throw over to first. Got him just in time. So we'll head to the top of the 5th. Coming up right here on 1390 KRRZ. Forward Communication provides you an opportunity to get your message heard on radio station region. They have several syndicated radio reports you can partner on, including Ag Issues, which gives an agronomy perspective to regional agriculture, Outdoor Issues, which discusses North Dakota hunting and fishing, and Training Camp Today, which gives listeners an inside look at Minnesota Vikings training camp. Call Forward Communication at 720-0007. That's 720-0007.
Mix 99.9, Minot's variety station. Mix puts our personality and music focus on adult women, whether it's the moms at home or at work, to those that are business owners, or the women who have declared 50 is the new 30. Let Mix go to work for you, playing a variety of music from the 80s, 90s, and today, and can be heard on over 2,000 smart devices all across the country with our iHeartRadio app. From radio to streaming, web, and social media, we got you covered. We are Mix 99.9, Minot's variety station.
Baseball is America's game. It brings people together, and there's nothing better for community than people coming together. Thank you, Sabre Dogs, for providing entertainment, a family-friendly environment, and good sportsmanship to our town. These simple moments, sharing time with loved ones, create everlasting memories, and we'll always be in the cheering section rooting for the home team. First Western Bank and Trust, we're not just here for you, we are you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Some action in the Sabre Dogs bullpen, but we'll have to wait for that after the top of the 5th, as the top of the order comes to play with Cruz Taylor, Mason Dennison, and Chauncey Callier, as the Wheat City Whiskey Jacks get on the board in the bottom of the 4th and hold on to their lead and extend on the mound for the Whiskey Jacks. He continues to have a pretty solid day. He's given up 2 runs, ball in the 3rd inning. So far, just 1 strikeout, however. And he's only allowed walks. So a fairly efficient day so far for Benefield. However, Cruz Taylor would like to change that as he's coming. He had two hits in the 1st inning last night, a single and a grand slam. Look to continue, as he is currently 0 for 2 today. A ground out and a fly out. 2 ground outs. Route is outside for ball 1. Wind up and the pitch for Taylor. This one's hit in the air towards center field. And Picorni just has to take a few steps in to make the out. Dennison now comes to the plate. He is 2 for 2 with a single, a stolen base, and a triple, in which he scored a run on that in that inning in the 3rd. And coming into today, Mason, among other players, was struggling from the plate. Was just 1 of 11, and his batting average will definitely improve after tonight. Here's the first pitch to him. This one about 5 feet in the dirt in front of the plate. for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. This one is hit over the second baseman's head for a base hit. He's now for 3 for 3, and he's going for 2. The throw's going to be cut off, and a leadoff double. Excuse me, a one-out double, rather, for Mason Dennison. Talking about a bounce-back night for Mason. Just one hit all season prior to tonight, and he's got 3. Now Chauncey comes to the plate. Had an RBI single and a stolen base in the 3rd inning. Now he has a runner in scoring position. He could get his second RBI of the night here with a base hit. One out here in the top of the 5th. Mason gets his lead at second. Pitch. This one a golf shot. Foul down the 3rd base line. So here's the 0-1 to Chauncey. Runner goes, Mason. And a throw is not going to be made, and he's going to be in there safely. So now all we need is a sac fly from Chauncey. As Mason gets his second stolen base of the day. Stole second in the top of the 1st. Here's the 1-1. This one a breaking ball inside for ball 2. That flick of the wrist, not subtle at all. I could see that pretty clearly all the way from up here what he was throwing. Here's the 2-1. Change up, hit right at Merced, the shortstop. Throw for first is in time, but a run is going to score. So another RBI for Chauncey, as Mason Dennison scores from 3rd. So the Sabre Dogs now within 1. As Justin Henley once again returns to the plate. 0 for 2 on the evening. Love to see him go deep right here. Here's the windup and the pitch from Benefield. Swing and a miss, was way ahead of the breaking ball there. Here's the 0-1 to Henley. This one way out of the way for Austin Trahan. Now be ball 1. Windup and the pitch from Benefield. This one is in there for a strike, too. That previous pitch in the dirt kind of reminded me of this video I saw the other day. There was I believe it was some sort of minor league game. The pitch was about 15 feet in front of the dirt. And dude kind of swung sarcastically, and I mean, he swung, so it ended up being a strike. As that is strike 3 for Justin Henley as he swings and misses. The reason why the crowd was so excited about that one is because it was he was the beer batter of the night. So everyone here gets $2 off of beer, I guess. So good for them, but either way, the Sabre Dogs get a run on the board and pull within 1. It's 4-3 in favor of the Whiskey Jacks. We'll return to baseball after the break. Know what's below. Call before you dig. Whether you call 811 or use ITIC to file your locate requests, North Dakota One Call makes sure you're able to navigate the one call process as easy as possible. Whether you're a professional contractor working on a project or a novice home, and he was caught in a pickle Or excuse me, rather, he's actually part of the... And then runners will stay. See if Mendoza can go 1, 2, 3. He's done that twice. Most in an inning is 5, and that was his first inning in the 5th. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Now Bailey comes back to the plate. He's been 0 for 2 since he came in substituted for Jackson Picorni. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. I mean, what a comeback from Brenzer Mendoza after having a not very good first outing. 5 earned runs. Comes back and has been dealing as the 0-1 is in there for a strike as well, for strike 2. Chance to get another batter here. The pitch, that one's just a little bit low. Make it 1 and 2. Brenzer Mendoza with 5 strikeouts so far. He's in his 5th inning of relief. The pitch. This one is fouled. Down the side. Try the 1 and 2 again. One and 2 with 2 outs. The pitch. Here's the pitch. I think it's an interesting idea. Opportunity to avoid 7.5-hour games. The 2-0 pitch is fouled back for strike 1. This also puts more pressure on pitchers as well, which I think is an interesting thing. Here's the 2-1 to Chauncey Callier, the designated hitter for the Sabre Dogs this evening. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 from Matt Dooley. This one was way up in the zone. It was ball 3 if you wanted it. Be interesting to see if Brenzer Mendoza comes out for another inning. He has just been absolutely dealing. And coming up next for the Whiskey Jacks is Miles Harris, Keegan Schultz, and Lucas Allen. First pitch for Dooley is low for ball 1. Dooley taking a while. Now it's the pitch, and Henley puts it in play. Ground out to the second for out number 2, which advances the runner to third. So what I stumbled to say there was he only let it go, and took a while for him to do so. And the runner who slid into third base, can't quite tell what number that is, as he's a pinch runner. Started out at second innings. Comes up slow as he slid bad into the third base bag. I believe that's Tyler Courtney out there. The 3-1 from pitcher Matt Dooley. The pitch. And that one is in there for a strike. Fastball. Lets that one go by him. Right down the middle. So a full count with 2 outs here in the top of the 10th. Here's the pitch. Up high, ball 4. So 2-out walk brings up Nick Pierce. He's been beaned twice. He's been walked once, and he got out once. So he is 0 for 1 still here. 10th. He also took a foul ball off of his ankle earlier. So he's just been banged up left and right here tonight. See if he can come up clutch here. Game still tied at 4 apiece. Runners on first and third. The pitch, runner goes, and no. Dooley collects and fires. This one in the dirt, stays in front of Trey Hanfield. We'll see. It'll be very interesting. First pitch is outside, ball 1. So just like the Sabre Dogs had, they get a runner on second automatically in extras. I think it'd be if they didn't have the runners on second until the 12th inning or so. This one's hit in the air. Over to get it is Cruz Taylor in right field. He'll come in to play it, and he will get. No one on with one, or excuse me, one man on with 1 out as Taylor takes a ball inside. Now one in there for a strike, even the count up at 1-1. A 6-4 deficit, definitely not insurmountable when you get a on second base for the Whiskey Jacks coming up in the bottom of the 11th. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 2. Strike 2. That means that Brenzer Mendoza is going to come back out for another inning of work in the bottom of the 11th. Here's the pitch, the 1-2. That one in there, strike 3, got him looking. So we'll move on to the bottom of the 11th. Sabre Dogs well in control here in extras. You're listening to Sabre Dogs Baseball. Once again, it is Nate Brenzer Mendoza out for his 7th inning of work in relief. He has been absolutely killing it, and he'll look to continue that here in the bottom of the 11th. He has went 3 innings of 3 up, 3 down work. Dude is just absolutely torching every single Whiskey Jack that steps to the plate. Actually, it's 4 3 up, 3 down innings. Whiskey Jack's going. Nobody warming up yet for the Sabre Dogs. So Jaden Kay goes to work. He's got a base hit. A triple play would really be nice. Not that that's too realistic. So runners on first and second with nobody out. in the bottom of the 11th. First pitch in there for a strike. Here's the 0-1 for Nate Brenzer Mendoza. This one, a slider, misses. Up and in. That evens the count up at 1-1. Looking to bunt was Jaden Kay, but he pulls back for ball 2. Here's the 2-1 to Kay. This one hit in the air towards center field. Rubio get it. He will make the catch, and that will leave the runners on first and second. Big timeout by Brenzer Mendoza. So now it's up to Austin Trahan with 1 out, 2 men on. Here's the first pitch to Austin Trahan. Looking to bunt. He pulls back. It's a strike either way. Strike 1. Here's the 0-1 to Trahan. This one in the back of the head. Or did that go off the bat there? I think it might have been a foul tip.